All right, guys, this one's for the lineman and anybody who wants to be a more stellar athlete, okay? So you can do this at home or before practice, after practice. To those who are doing this at practice, the way that we stretch is going to significantly increase or decrease your ability to gain flexibility. If you stretch the same way and you're not getting it and doing it right, you're never really going to gain any length, and so you're never really going to gain that strength or range of motion that we like to talk about. So here we are in a seated straddle, okay? In a seated straddle, I see a lot of guys that come in front, man, watch my back here, right? Like this, like, oh man, because everything's really, really tight. So how do we get past that? What we want to do is not think about bringing our head to the ground, but we want to think about bringing our belly button forward. So it's this idea of rolling the hips forward like so. So instead of trying to just come forward, try this. Bringing your fingertips out into the grass, see what it feels like as you inhale. Lift up your ribs, lift up your chest. Squeeze your quads, pull your toes back. That's all one motion. And then come forward. You're leading with the belly button like you're trying to bring your belly button to the ground. Oh, now there's a little bit of a stretch, right? Now you're really getting into the inner hip crease, the inner thighs, hamstrings, etc. So again, you want to go 3-4 breaths in the cycle. It's inhale, flex the quads, pull the toes back, almost like you're trying to lift your heels up off the ground. See my heels back there? So lifting the chest up gives you the axial extension of the spine. Exhale and start to come forward. Relax the legs. Roll that belly button toward the floor just as much as you can. Now, if you're out here and you're feeling pretty good about it, go a little bit further. Inhale, like you're trying to pull your fingers through sand. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, come forward a little bit more. Maybe one day you're out here like this, right? Oh, that feels pretty good. Now, okay, so the inhale, flex, the exhale, so it's a squeeze and release. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, release coming forward, trying to roll the belly button toward the floor. Those are the keys in that posture. I would recommend here that you also try this. So as you're in your seated straddle, you can get a lot more out of this. It's not just a coming forward position, right? So what we have a chance here to do is really stretch out the obliques in the side body. And that's important because it's going to help protect you from injury, but it's also going to increase your functional range of motion, baby. So it's functional movement. So we're here, and it's this idea as you inhale, kind of look at your hand, inhale, reach up as high as you can, and you're opening up that side, and then as you exhale, you're trying to come down. Your hand's inside the foot, you're sliding it down. And this rolling yourself open, so you're opening up on the breath in and then coming down on the breath out. Maybe you come down here, you find the foot, you're stretching yourself out like that one day. Maybe not, right? Always doing what you do on one side, doing it on the other. Hands are out here. Look here. Inhale, reach up. Big breath. You're lifting the ribs, trying to create that space between the ribs and the hips. That's really important, okay? Lift the ribs up. Hands down here, and then start to slide down just as much as it feels good. Don't just collapse into it. Keep the shoulder back, keep the elbow back. Open it big, reach on a breath in, and then exhale to release a little bit deeper. Oh, it feels pretty good. It's a nice stretch. A breath here. You can roll it down to the middle and come back up. Right now, you feel loose. It opens up that body. So that's a tip on the seated straddle, guys. And again, don't underestimate the little things. It's the accumulation of little things that really accelerates your growth, accelerates your conditioning, accelerates your learning, accelerates you toward your true peak performance and personal potential. So with that, we'll get on to the next one.